to have a couple of questions for us today because we are discussing mutual funds. Yes, today it's all about understanding mutual funds. For those who are looking to be investors and diversify their portfolios, because Lord knows we need some extra money. True story. And our guest this evening is none other than Adeola Afuye. She is a fixed income analyst. Very good evening to you, Adeola. Great to have you on Personal Finance.
Good evening. Thank you very much for inviting me.
It's an absolute pleasure. And you know what? This is a topic that I also need better understanding of because we hear about all these terms, mutual funds, fixed income, and so on and so forth. It could get confusing for some people. So it's great to put this on the table for better understanding. So we need to start from the beginning to know where we're going. You're going to start from here and then you go all the way up. So what exactly are mutual funds? Let's break it down to bits.
So mutual funds are investment vehicles where the funds of investors are pulled into in order to buy different types of investment assets. So let me break it down. For just like when we go to work every morning, we take bus. We are in the vehicle with different people heading to the same destination. So an investment vehicle is like a pool of funds from different investors who have the same goal of making more money for themselves or increasing their wealth capacity. So that's basically what mutual funds is. So the mutual funds are used to buy different kind of assets, and which in turn gives returns to the fund investors, which are the shareholders of that fund. So that's what mutual fund is.
Okay. So it's not something that is because like I said, until you broke it down and made me understand, I used to think it was, oh, my husband and I have to save up a particular fund, but yeah, just something on the lighter note. Okay, so now that you explained what mutual funds are, does that mean it's only for those who want to take risks?
So for mutual funds, mutual fund is basically for everybody, but more in particular is for those that don't have a large risk appetite. So those that are risk averse and those that are investment novice, those that are just coming into the world of investment, those people that are very scared of losing their money. Okay, I can't invest a particular amount of money and lose it. So those are the people we encourage to invest in mutual funds.
Well, I think that is something that is definitely for me because with the few coins I'm managing these days, I'm so averse to taking any risk. So I guess that mutual funds is something that would work for me, as Adeola just said, for those who are risk averse, scared of losing their money. There are some people out there who have that appetite for risk. They're like, you know what, you live only once. Let's do it and let's get big returns, that sort of thing. So to those who actually can, kudos to you. It's not for everybody though. All right, let's get into it. Is it wise to actually ask what securities the mutual funds are actually invested in? I mean, is that something that those who are investing in have to know, or they just put their money into the fund and let the fund managers do their magic?
So when investors come in with so we have basically 5 different types of mutual funds. We have the money market funds, we have the equity funds, we have the balance fund, we have fixed income funds, and Eurobond funds. So these funds that are mentioned, they have different type of securities and asset class that the investors' money are used to purchase. So for money market funds, so the funds within the money market funds are used to buy fixed income investments such as treasury bills, fixed deposits, commercial papers, and things that are just safe, that can just give you a steady form of income. So those are what the money market funds are used to purchase. We also have for equity also. Equity are strictly for purchase of stocks and shares of companies doing well in the stock exchange market. So for the Euro bond is domiciliated in dollar. So it's used to buy bonds, foreign bonds, for clients that have maybe a little appetite, higher appetite for risk. So for the fixed income funds is similar to the money market funds. They are used to purchase safe investments. They are used to purchase treasury bills, commercial paper. They are used for fixed placement, fixed deposits with banks and all. While the last one, which is the balance fund, is the combination of the equity fund and the fixed income funds. So it's the combination of 60% of equity funds and 40% of fixed income funds. So basically, those are the types of mutual funds we have and the securities that are used to be purchased.
All right. Thank you so much for breaking that well down for us, explaining what equity fund mutual funds are, as well as for those who are looking into getting fixed income mutual funds. But what's the difference? Can you help break it down and make it clearer for someone who's just trying to get into the space?
So for the equity funds, equity mutual funds, when investors pull their funds together for equity funds, the fund investor invests their monies in shares and stocks of companies doing well in the Nigeria Stock Exchange market. We have different kind of companies on the Nigeria Stock Exchange market. We have the different kind of sectors also. We have the financial sectors. That's where we have the shares of banks. We have the manufacturing sectors. We have those are where we have the shares of the big, the Dangote cement, the Lafarge, the Boas cement. We have Nestle there also. So all the money that has been gathered under the equity mutual funds are pulled into different kind of shares, and this is done on the discretion of the fund manager. It's done basically on the discretion of the fund manager after studying the markets. So to be able to say that, okay, these are the shares I can buy that can give me a stable fund of interest and return and I can also give my investors also stable form of interest and return also.
All right.
Okay, that actually answered the question I had in my head, because I was going to go down the road of looking at the different type of mutual funds that you actually talked about. That is it the investor that will say, okay, invest in this, but thank you for actually making it clear that it's at the discretion of the fund manager to decide, okay, what's the best way to actually invest this money and invest that money and so on and so forth for it to make sense at the end of the day. Now, Adeola, looking at everything that you've actually said, so is it then accurate to say that an equity mutual fund is maybe riskier than a fixed income mutual fund?
Yes, definitely. Because of the market dynamics and the fluctuation of share prices, the equity mutual funds will be like the least type of mutual funds you will advise investment novice to go into, because the prices are determined by forces of demand and supply in the market, in the exchange. Why the fixed income fund is just like putting your money down and going to sleep. You know that each day you have a level of returns on it. So you don't even need to do much with fixed income mutual funds. You don't need to do much because most of them are placements, and placements just incur steady form of returns. And it doesn't have to do with the market dynamics and all.
So most of
Okay, I'm actually curious to know, because looking at making these investment choices, one has to sit down and say, hey, you know what, I need to put aside X amount of money for these investments and all that. But so for someone who actually wants to invest in mutual funds, Adeola, I know that it's a long game. It's not, oh, I invest today and then tomorrow,
catching out.
Make some money out of it. But for mutual funds, from what I've heard, one can invest as little as 5,000 naira, if I'm actually correct,
Yes, that's the minimum
in those
entry
funds.
point.
That's minimum
Yes.
entry points. Okay, fantastic. So looking at that, 5,000 naira, how much would I actually make on top of it? So
Mm-hmm.
what would make sense for an individual who, okay, I can start with 5,000, but I'm looking to make this a huge thing. So should that person look at, putting in money on a regular basis to make his investment a whole lot larger, or can that 5,000 turn into something major after some years? I don't know. I'm just asking.
So for the mutual funds, there are two things that determine how to make money out of it. So is the amount of money, one, and the level of consistency. Because the rates for the mutual funds are always yielded year to date. So if I really want a tangible amount of money or amount of interest on my mutual
Mm,
fund, I should be able to consistently put an amount for, let's say, a period of 6 months, a period of a
Mm-hmm.
year, before I would get something reasonable. Because most of the rates for the mutual funds that we have in the market, they're always yielded year to date. So it means that for this period, this is the particular percentage we are going to give you for that particular amount you're
You're putting in.
investing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
all right, very interesting stuff. And there's so much more to actually talk, about this for all our listeners out there. If you have any questions about mutual funds, Adeola is here to answer them and give you some better insight. The WhatsApp number is 0809 440 981. That is the WhatsApp number. You can also join us on the live stream on YouTube. Jump on there at Smooth 981 FM, Smooth 981 FM Lagos, I beg your pardon. You can join the live stream there and, of course, catch up with us if at the moment you can't join the show right here. So that is where and how you can be a part of this. We have so much more to talk about, which we will get into on the other side of this quick breather right here on personal finance on Smooth 98.1. Be back in a bit. Quick break. And we shall be back in about 4 minutes. That hype.
Joy's hype.
Smile. Talking about smile, I bring you good tidings early, the one and only Smile 360. So, you know you're in the right place when you do Smile 360. It's the establishment that won recognition as Best Dental Service Provider of the Year by the Nigerian Healthcare Excellence Award for the 8th time in a row. Take this as proof that Smile ensures you and your loved ones of prestige, reliability, and efficiency. It is made to provide you even more value. Smile 360, the best dental service provider in Nigeria, will be offering you 20% off of your orthodontic care on Saturday, the 29th of June. Please note, for now, this is for residents of Lagos and Abuja. So, if you're ready to transform your smile and boost your confidence, Smile 360 Dental Clinic has got you covered, and they will be hosting an Invisalign open day on June 29, 2024. Talk about Christmas in June. You know your smile is our responsibility, so we're here for you. That's right, folks. Get ready to say goodbye to crooked, misaligned teeth and hello to a Hollywood-worthy smile. Smile 360 is offering up to 20% off on your Invisalign treatment. And the best part, you'll get a complimentary consultation. Kickstart your journey to a beautiful smile. That's huge savings on those perfect pearly whites. If this is the first time you're hearing of Invisalign treatment, well, it's a teeth straightening technique that is wireless, especially for those of you who are bothered about wires in your mouth. Invisalign boosts and aligns your teeth with the smile of your dreams in comfort. Now, I know what you're thinking. Invisalign can be expensive, but not this Saturday on the 29th of June. Smile 360 is pulling out all the stops to make your dream smile a reality. Its state-of-the-art technology and experienced professionals will ensure you get the best care possible, whether you have minor adjustments or even major transformations in mind. So, what are you waiting for? Lock that date on your calendar and head on over to Smile 360 Dental Clinic in Lagos or Abuja. Their locations are 48 Cameron Road, Ikoyi in Lagos and 5A in Yasa Close off Maitama in Abuja. You shouldn't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Spaces are limited, so call ahead. Just dial 0818 136 0000 or 0818 136 0444. Call now to book your spot, or you can visit Smile360 on Instagram at Smile360ND for more details. I'll take that again. Please call 0818 136 0000 or 0818 136 0444. Contact them via Instagram at Smile360NG. See you then, Lagos and Abuja. Don't forget, it's this Saturday, June 29th. Smile 360, where your perfect style begins. We are your number one.
It's just an,
In a world where your health
but I'm
is your
sure it's
greatest asset,
another
you can trust us
repeat.
to care for you and your loved ones. At Evercare Hospital, Lekki, we understand the importance of compassionate care and medical excellence. From routine checkups to specialized surgeries, our team of experienced doctors are dedicated to guiding you through every step of your health journey.
It's
At
another
Evercare
repeat.
Hospital, Lekki, our state-of-the-art multi-specialty tertiary care facility delivers a wide range of services across core medical and surgical subspecialties. Experience compassionate care and cutting-edge treatment at Evercare Hospital, Lekki. Your health is our priority. Contact us today on 0813 985 0710, or you can visit evercare.ng to schedule your appointment. Evercare Hospital, Lekki, transforming healthcare in Nigeria. It's all about your finances because financial education.
That was a long ad.
But personal finance.
Oh. Welcome back to Personal Finance on the Smooth Drive on Smooth 98.1, your love music, love life station, 35 minutes past 5 p.m. It is a hump of the week, Wednesday. Having a great time in the studio, Ayokunmi and Joy, as well as our special guest in the person of Adeola Afuye. And we've been talking about understanding mutual funds. Are you looking at getting into mutual funds, investing in mutual funds, and you don't know what to do, what it's all about? Hey, you are in the right place. Any questions you might have, anything you'd love to know, you should ask or send your questions in to us on WhatsApp on 0809 440 981. 0809 440 981 is the WhatsApp number. We're also live on YouTube at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. You can catch the live stream. So let's get back into the nitty-gritty of the matter. Adeola, thank you once again for joining us this evening. Let's take the conversation to another level, if I can put it that way. And I'm wondering, I'm really, really curious about this one, because while we were on that break, I was thinking about it that, hey, is this a possibility? But anyways, you're here to answer the question. So are US dollar mutual funds available for investment in Nigeria? And are the investment minimums reasonable at all?
Yes, very well. So we have the Eurobond funds, which is denominated in USD dollars. So under that fund, the investors' money are used to purchase dollar-dominated bonds for their investors, and that also have a stable form of returns, which is paid in like biannually, but via the use of coupons, all and all. So for the minimum entry point for Eurobond fund, it varies with different asset management company. So we have from $100 to like $1,000. So that's the minimum entry point for Eurobond fund.
Okay, so even though it's USD denominated, are should I say the risks or whatnot similar to investing in Naira mutual funds? Is there any difference? Is it just the denomination that is different?
Yes, actually. Yes, actually, because it's similar to the fixed income funds also. So it's just the currency that is different.
but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to be getting anything at the end of the day, which is what I'm actually looking forward to. However, considering the impact of inflation on the purchasing power of our naira, are US dollar investments actually a necessary step to be taking at the moment?
Yes, because due
Oh,
to the
okay.
yes, due to the high inflation rates Nigeria is currently battling and our economic situation, so it's
Mhm.
bestly advised for investors to invest their money in dollar dominated investment, and Euro bond funds is one of it. So it's going to edge them against the inflation, because invest even saving in dollars also would edge them because they have more purchasing power when their money is in dollar or any other foreign currency.
Interesting.
Okay, and you mentioned that the minimum is $100. That's the minimum to invest
Yes,
in these euro bonds.
yes.
Oh, okay. So, is it advisable to track your mutual fund investments yourself, or you should outsource this to an asset management firm? Because some people feel, why should I give? Why should I give some people my money? I can do this to myself now.
It's
What
not that
what would you
difficult.
advise those people to do?
So yes, it's possible for you to track your mutual fund investment yourself, because
Okay.
different asset management company have their user-friendly applications where
Mhm.
investors can navigate the platform to view their investment, their rate on investment, if you want to withdraw from your investment also, and if you want to pay in money for your investment. So it's something that you can pick up from your phone, then go to your Play stores and download those applications, and you can navigate the apps yourself, and it's easier checked from your phone by yourself.
Oh, so okay, so everything within that space, managing, maybe topping up as well. These are things that, you don't need to, should I say, get a fund manager for. Once those apps are available, you can just get the app and then do everything from there. Easy peasy, right?
Yes, yes.
Interesting.
I like what technology is availing us the opportunity to do. I don't have to, it's not like I don't need them, but
Right, right.
it makes it easier for me to just get things done at my own convenience,
It doesn't
which
sound as complex as it probably was before.
I am telling you. So that's actually a good thing to, you know, invest in if you're and take your time to also study. But looking at the how the last few years has panned out, how have mutual funds in Nigeria performed?
It has performed very well. That the rates year to date has been on the increase steadily, because
Right.
the assets which these funds are invested in are also doing very well. So it's just like whatever interest rate the assets are doing, it
Mhm.
translates to the funds. So they are just similar at par. Whatever, if the rates are going high for those interest assets like the commercial papers, the treasury bills, the
Mhm.
fixed placements, you get more for your funds also. So it has been on an increase.
Mm.
All right, good stuff. I mean, it's actually good to hear that it's been on the increase in recent times, and we also need to, let's say, bring this home here for someone who is actually new to investing, who is a newbie, who has just decided, you know what, I want to get into the world of investing. I need to set up my portfolio. Really know anything about investing. What are the steps that they actually need to take before deciding to invest in mutual funds? Is there any, should I say, homework they need to do, or are mutual funds the best place for them to start before getting deeper into the waters of investing, or it doesn't really matter?
Yes, depending on their investment goal. Like I usually tell people, your investment goal will determine the kind of investment you want to invest in. So for mutual funds, for those that have maybe a short-term investment goal to meet, you can
Mhm.
easily invest in mutual funds like payment of school fees. You have a commitment to settle in 6 months, and you don't just want the money to lie fallow with you. You can easily
Okay.
invest them into it. So the second one is the amount you want to invest in for mutual funds, because its minimum entry point is like 5,000 naira. It's something everybody could actually afford. Bringing in 5,000 or dropping 5,000 in a week, 5,000 in a month, 5,000 in 2 months into your account. So it's also, so the third advice I would give them is how often do you want to invest? Because that's like your power to get your returns, your higher returns. So it's not left alone for me to put 5,000 today, then come back maybe after 3 months and put 5,000 and be expecting like a large amount of
Cash out.
return at the end of the year. So how consistent do you want to be? If you're going to tell yourself that, okay, I want to be investing 5,000 naira per week, you have to be consistent with investing the 5,000 naira per week. So, and also the other advice I'm going to give them is the level of their patience. They have to be very patient. Things don't just happen overnight. So you have to be patient with your investment to be able to yield a return to you. So like there's a popular joke I usually say that there was one of a client that invested in equity fund, and because of the market fluctuation, he felt like he lost maybe something, and he was trying to pull out of that fund immediately without waiting on thinking that this fund can actually grow back maybe in the next 3 months or so. So we should not be quick to eat our seeds before they become trees.
I like that. Eating your seeds before they actually
That is,
materialize to something else.
that is sage advice. Ali on WhatsApp says that he tried to do some Eurobond investments in 2022 or early 2023, but his setback at the time was that the firms kept their minimum at $1,000 when he was just looking to start with like about like $100 minimum, like you mentioned earlier on. So he wants to know if is it that things have changed now, or it's just a few of these asset managers that accept that those low amounts to be invested.
Yes. So a few of the asset management companies have actually bring down the minimum entry points to like $100, because in the last 2-3 years the entry point has always been $1,000. So it's very difficult for people to say, okay, I want to really pull in $1,000. So it's like a benchmark for how will I say it, for profiling their kind of investors for that. So now some asset management companies have actually embraced bringing down those minimum interest rates, and people can now actually bring in enter into the funds using like just $100 and all.
Okay, all right. Ali, hope that answers your question. So Adeola says that the minimum used to be pegged at $1,000 then, but hey, things have changed now, at least for the better. So if you're looking to invest in those Eurobonds now and you still have that $100 lying around somewhere, hey, this is the time for you to actually do that. Thank you so much, Adeola, for joining us this evening. We're talking with Adeola Afuye about understanding mutual funds. She is a fixed income analyst. It's been a pleasure having you on Personal Finance. We hope to have you some other time to talk more about making money and our finances as well.
Yes, I'm so happy for giving me the opportunity to actually speak to you guys. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. All right, have a great evening and a good
And
one.
you too.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of Personal Finance right here on the Smooth Drive on Smooth 98.1. The Smooth Drive will continue more great music as we journey along to the 6 o'clock hour.